Devontae Booker is hasn't been here very long. You know, he was wrapping up all his academic loose ends. He got that finished up, and so he was not able to participate much in the winter conditioning. So relative to how long he's been here and what he's doing on the field, we're very pleased. We think he's got a lot of upside, and it's a lot like when John White got here, a few years back, and was here in spring, and you could see the talent, but there was not a lot of production along with the talent. But then in that next fall, he really started to come into his own, and I think we're hopefully in the same boat with Devontae. He's doing some good things, but I think he's got a lot to offer that he hasn't shown yet.
The job likely will be determined in fall camp.
Yeah, the job. We really right now the three running backs that have emerged are Troy, Devontae, and Bubba. Marcus Williams is also doing a nice job right behind those guys. Now in the fall we had Lucky Radley. We expect him to be healthy, so it'll be good competition at the running back position, and there won't be a clear-cut 1, 2, and 3 until probably 2 or 3 weeks into fall camp.
Thank you.
Fair to call that a win for the defense today?
Without a doubt, yeah. The defense got after him pretty good today. Kept him out of the end zone in the red zone drill, and won both 2-minute drills. So the defense definitely had the win today against the offense.
Coach, your offensive line didn't look anything like the depth chart you put out yesterday. So.
Don't ever believe depth charts.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
that. What is that offensive line going to look like? Because you just mix and match it so
we're
much.
We're still mix and matching. We're still looking this spring, and that was the plan going in, is to get a look at everybody in a few different spots, see where everyone fit best. Not everybody, but most people are playing multiple spots. And then knowing that we're going to get Junior Salt back in the fall, we want to make sure the end result has got to be getting the 5 best guys out there. And so that's why all the different looks and the different guys playing different positions. But
does that mean 5 best players or the best unit that works together?
Both. I think the 5 most talented guys, and then hopefully they will work. Once you get them working together, then hopefully the cohesiveness and the getting used to playing next to the guy opposite you is going to be, they'll settle into that. So the number one thing is get your 5 most talented, best players on the field, put them in their best spots for as far as where they're going to be able to achieve the most, and then have those guys start playing together.
Are there any spots on that line they're definitively locked down at this point?
No, we just know that C.J. Patasi has looked great this spring. He's dropped about 30 pounds and really is looking like a different guy than some of the times that we saw him last fall. So he's a guy that is doing a nice job. Siose Iono is also doing a very good job. And the other 3 spots are to be announced, to be determined.
What did you think of the work that CJ got done at left tackle today?
Well, I didn't focus on him 100% of the time, but so far, whether he's been at tackle or guard all throughout spring, he's been very effective. And I think primarily due to the 2 things, the weight loss, and he was a little banged up last year, and he's feeling 100% right now. So I think those two factors have really enabled him to play what we felt all along was his potential. At his potential right now.
A lot of quick pocket collapses with that offensive line today. Was that the defense doing their job or the offensive line not doing theirs?
Probably a little of both. I think we got some good push. It's good to have Senny back. He had been out for a few weeks, so he's back in the mix. And the offensive line was not very physical today. They got to become more physical than they were today.
Any standouts today?
Jason Fanica was good. Had a good day. Gianni Paul was his usual active self. Jared Norris. Eric Rowe, it's great to get him back. He did not practice much last week at all, didn't scrimmage, so having him back out there helps us. Offensively, Drez has been very consistent this spring, as well as Wesley Tonga.
What did Rowe have?
Groin. Yeah, and more preventative than anything. Those are, if you let those go and don't get them completely healed up, they can become, long term, and we didn't want that to happen.
Eric looked pretty natural out there today at corner. Is he already your best corner?
He's got a lot of ability. He's got great length. He's 6'1" plus and big wingspan, and along the same lines as some of the corners we've had here that have been very successful. Keith McGill, Sean Smith, to name a couple.
Is that definitive that he's a corner yet? Or?
Not definitive. It depends on how Tevin Carter and some of these other young safeties that are coming in this fall progress. If we do have the luxury of playing him at corner, then we'll do that, but that's to be determined based on the guys that we have not had a look at yet, which we will.
You'd rather play him at corner?
I think in a perfect world, yeah. I think, with the 3 and 4 wide receiver sets that we see almost every week, it seems like you need a whole stable of corners to defend that. And if you can find particularly a big corner, there's a lot of big receivers in this league that are tough matchup problems, and Eric would have the best size of any of the corners if he in fact stays there.
Coach Roderick mentioned that Travis is down about 230 right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you guys want to keep him fast. Is that part of the game plan, keeping him just slimmer and making him a little faster?
Yeah, he was about 240 last year. When he was in his medical situation, he got all the way down to 220 when he was not allowed to do anything, any lifting. He's since put on 10 pounds, and I think right now is about optimal weight for him, at least at this stage in his career.
And the picking order at quarterback change after the scrimmage?
Well, Schultz and Connor are still battling out for 2 and 3. We know Travis has won. We know Brandon's running behind all three of those guys, and the real jockeying for position is taking place with Connor. And
nothing changed because of the scrimmage between Schultz and Manning?
well, neither one of them had a very good day. Travis had a good day, but neither one of the other guys had a good day. In fact, Brandon probably was the second most effective on that particular day.
Anything else from the scrimmage film that you saw?
I got a lot of work done, 120-something snaps when you count the threes that got work at the end there, which is a lot of reps, a lot of good things to evaluate, got a lot of things on tape, offensive scheme-wise to take a look at and teach from. When the new guys come in this fall, we'll have actual, the offense rather than teaching from Missouri tapes or Wyoming tapes. We got our own stuff on tape, which is going to be a help.
Thanks.
How much of the offense is implemented right now?
Probably 80%, about 80% roughly.
And what's their effectiveness level? Like, how comfortable are you with how well they're doing it?
I think they're doing a nice job up until today, and today wasn't really as much of a execution standpoint. We just weren't physical enough on offense, and that was the biggest factor today.